Plus, protecting public health, how researchers right here in Kansas are preparing to fight threats to our nation's food supply. Good evening, and thanks so much for watching 27 News at 6. I'm David George.
And I'm Mackenzie Davis. Kansas researchers are in the next phase of getting ready to study infectious diseases. The National Bio-Agro Defense Facility is partnering with K-State so researchers can get hands-on experience.
Tonight, 27 News Capitol Bureau reporter Rebecca Chung joins us live from Manhattan with the inside look. Rebecca?
Mackenzie, David, working with humans is one thing, but working with animals is a whole other playing field. It requires a unique level of training that researchers are getting here at K-State's Clinical Skills Lab. Whether it's a pig,
gave him ears that had blood vessels,
a horse,
oh my gosh,
or even a goat.
They would need to hold the vessel off and feel the jugular vein.
K-State's Clinical Skills Lab has a wide selection of animals for researchers to study.
How to handle things like how do you hold a syringe and use it with one hand, and what's the other hand doing, and how's my body and what's my angle like. So there's all sorts of little fine tuning to the body for every skill that we teach.
The animals are not real, and that's the point. Researchers are practicing so they can study a variety of highly infectious diseases at the National Bio-Agro Defense Facility, also known as NBAF in Manhattan.
What NBAF offered to the Clinical Skills Lab were different models than what the vet students were normally part of their core curriculum. So we brought in our little mimicky mice. We talked about doing some work with swine.
They simulate the environment that individuals will be working in, but they can focus on skill building so that when they move to the testing, they've mastered those skills.
10 NBAF animal care team technicians and veterinary scientists will be training at the lab. It offers everything from simple models to ones with artificial veins so they can learn to draw blood for testing.
Like in real life, you have to get way down on the ground and be able to get your blood sample from the pig in this area. When you're working with pigs for the first time, you don't realize how loud they are. So having that distraction suddenly while you're trying to take a blood sample is part of the simulation to try to make it more realistic, like, wow, that's really loud.
Another important part of that is learning how to handle needles to avoid getting pricked.
We really emphasize what do you do so you're not potentially going to stick yourself with that needle and expose yourself to pathogens or just infection.
Once researchers get to the live animal phase, they'll be transitioning over to NBAF's lab, which is expected to be fully operational in late 2024. There, they'll be studying everything from diseases threatening the nation's livestock to some of the most dangerous animal-borne diseases with no cure.
The more practice that we can have and the more confident that our staff will feel, the safer they will be when we actually start doing work.
Now, this training partnership started in 2021 at a time where it was hard to get everyone in the lab during the pandemic. Now they're able to get up close and personal with these models so they can be ready for the real deal. Reporting live in Manhattan, I'm Rebecca Chung.
Okay, Rebecca, thank you. Bring back that pig. I want the fake thing.
Oh, you do?
Yes. I want a real one too, but I'll take that one too.
And what a great resource for Manhattan and this area. That's tremendous.
So cool.